What's up guys, it's Blade Lore, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Mossy Oak Stag Finish Bowie knife. I don't really know if this is qualified as a Bowie knife. I mean, it kind of looks like a really small one to me. But anyways, yeah, this is a very important knife in my collection, as this is the one that kind of kick-started the whole knife collecting hobby of mine. I had knives beforehand, like 2 folding knives and a Gerber fixed blade, but this was like the first knife I bought with my own money. It came in a 3-pack. I gave the 2 other knives away to my brother and a close friend, but I kept this one because it's kind of sentimental. I might go into that later, but right now let's kind of look at the knife. The sheath, which is one of the main reasons I bought it. I was just attracted to the leather sheath and the look of the whole thing. It's real leather. It's the same leather as this sheath that I use for my Rambo knife. Of course, mine's modified to be more accurate, but it's essentially the same sheath, except this one has like a cross guard, button snap. It fits well on your belt. I like how it feels. I mean, I don't really like how the sheath feels on the Rambo knife, but for this, because it's smaller, it actually feels really nice. The button snaps come off pretty easily. Here's the knife. This knife is not brand new. Again, this was one of the first knives I ever had. So the edge is not a factory edge. You can kind of tell it's got some chips, rolls. I mean, I tried touching it up a couple times. I mean, the tip's still sharp, but like, yeah, this knife has been through a lot. But I mean, I like it still, and I plan on keeping it. It's now just kind of I don't use it anymore. It's just kind of, as you can see, displayed in the alligator head from earlier. But yeah, I mostly just kind of have this as a sentimental piece now, just kind of to show where I once was and where I'm at now. Had it not been for this knife, we wouldn't have this channel, and I would probably be a little wealthier. But you know what? It's a fun hobby, and I don't regret doing it. So I actually do have the box for it still, for some reason. And one thing that convinced me to actually test this, because at first I didn't want to, because again, it's sentimental, was the fact it says full tang. I don't know if that's true. It might be a rat tang for all I know, but we're going to find out today. I would show I mean, here is the rest of the box. I mean, it shows the other knives. I gave this one to my brother, this one to a close friend. This is basically a buck 110, but cheaper. And this is like one of those case knives, those trapper knives. But yeah, that's it. We don't really care about the box. So for the first test, we're going to do a sharpness test. Standard piece of printer paper. Here's a knife. It's decently sharp, not razor sharp, but it'll get a job done. I mean, if this is the only knife you have and you just need to cut something, it'll get it done. But again, you know, it was way sharper than this once. This is just years of abuse catching up to a knife. I might actually sharpen it after this review and take care of it and clean it up. But yeah, that's it for the kind of how sharp it is. So we'll just go on to the other tests I typically do with these reviews. I don't really know what else kind of to add here, so we'll just skip and cut to batoning, I guess. Yeah, let's see if this is a full tang. Let's baton. All right, so we got some kind of wood here, increasing in size. We'll start with this one. We push this further back, and we're just gonna baton. This is my first time ever batoning with this knife, actually. Well, seems to be doing it. Let's see how it curls. It's actually doing some pretty good shavings. Here they are. Good for fire. Hope we're not going to do that. Then we got this larger piece of wood. This is what I'm scared about. Yeah, this wood's a little too hard for this. I don't want to break this knife. This is actually kind of special. This is like really hard wood, so it can baton to a degree. We might as well finish this wood while we're at it. Just split it into fine kindling. But yeah, I don't know why, but a lot of my wood is like really hard now. Like, I wouldn't even take my toughest knife to baton it. It could, but it's just, it takes too long, and you know, we gotta kind of, we don't want people getting bored watching this. But you can see it batons, it can curl. So yeah, that's about it. I guess we can do chopping tests next. All right, so there's a nail here, so we're gonna be careful of that, but, oh, a splinter. Okay, splinter's out. We got this kind of, I don't know what you call it. It's just one of those woods you get at Home Depot. We're just gonna I guess it is a full tang, because it's taking this. I mean, you saw the last test, that hollow handle knife I'm working on broke, so we're gonna go back and fix that. But here it is. It bites pretty good for a Walmart knife. So I don't really know what else to do. I guess we're just gonna go in the woods and kind of have fun with it. See you guys in a minute. Took it down. I got the juice on me. Wipe the blade. All right, for some reason my camera wasn't recording. I chopped at this branch a little bit with the knife. It did pretty well. One thing I will add is that even though it has finger grooves, this handle is really loose when chopping. I had to continuously kind of rearrange my grip. So I don't know if I have weak hands. I mean, I don't think I do, but whatever. But yeah, this handle kind of slips out. It's really uncomfortable for like chopping tasks. It would definitely be better for carving. And actually, I didn't know it was so close. This is kind of off topic, but I want to show this cross I built here. You know, it's kind of a declaration of my faith. I just thought it was nice to show. So yeah, I want to continue on with the video now. I'm kind of improvising, but yeah, hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Using this knife a lot more than my other ones, but I think it's taking it. Well, I guess the last thing we can do, I've seen some knife YouTubers do this, is tire stabs. Oh, that one. Okay. Yeah, it's a really dirty tire. Let's see how it can, like, if it can cut it. Kind of trying to see if I can. Kids, don't try this at home, by the way, if there's any children even watching this channel. I am a not trained professional. I'm just a professional idiot. Okay, it stabs pretty good. I don't want to take my chances and like accidentally cut myself, because it's just me in these woods when my house isn't too far away, but it's better to play safe than sorry. Well, I don't know what else to say. Guess we can do some comparisons, but this is an awesome shot. I'm gonna take a screenshot real quick. But yeah. Oh, that's in there deep. I don't think the tip is bent, maybe a little bit, but you can always bend it back. So yeah, awesome knife. I don't know what else to add. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna compare it to some other knives in my collection, mainly Mossy oak knives, but I might throw a few in there that I feel like, well, that I just want to compare it with. So see you guys in a minute. All right, so it would only make sense to first compare this Mossy oak knife to, well, the only other Mossy oak knives I own. I gave away the Bowie to a friend. So we'll get out these kind of 3-piece sets and we'll compare them. Here they are. This one is a little bigger than this one I've tried. This one does not fit in the leather sheath. I kind of prefer the look of this one. These are all kind of, you know, kind of generic, but they're gifts from a friend, so I love them. Of course, you know, this is like smaller than this one. So yeah, that's all the Mossy oak knives I own. We'll probably compare it to something else. Oh, I know exactly what to compare it to. Give me a minute. All right, so we got this cheap hunting knife here right from Walmart. Let's compare it to a bit higher end hunting knife. This is the Buck 105. I think I've only showed this once in my collection video. I definitely won't be doing a field test on this. This is a really personal knife. I got it from a guy I went on a pilgrimage with, but I will do shorts on it and all that if you guys want. But anyways, we're gonna compare it, and yeah. So obviously the Buck 105 is much smaller. I think the Buck 110 would kind of size about the same with this, but you know, they both have these kind of finger grooves. This kind of got to look better at to get a hold, well, to see it. This has a clip point. I don't really know what, it's not a clip point, it's not a spear point, it's just like a drop point, I think is what it's called. But yeah, this knife definitely feels a little bit inspired by a buck knife. I mean, you know, earlier I showed that one of the knives that came with was inspired by a Buck 110. This definitely feels like, in terms of just the shape, 119-ish. But yeah, it's about the only other knife I want to compare this with. We're gonna put it up, and that's about it for this video. You know, I don't know how long it'll be. Sorry if it was short. Sorry if it's too long. But I'm Blade Lore. Thank you for sticking around. And yeah, that's about it.